The problem with riding to escape yourself is that you always come along for the ride. How do you learn not to object to that passenger? It's something I've worked at for a long time. Let me tell you what I've figured out. Dharma makes a good point when she says, you can't run away from yourself. I've got some serious experience with that. I returned to riding in 2018 after a 30-year absence. At the time, I was escaping the end of a marriage and a very painful part of my life. And the way I chose to escape it was in the saddle of a bike. Riding is distracting. You have to concentrate. It takes your mind off what is going on, particularly when you're riding to distract yourself from your own shitty existence. It's really good at that in the short term. I rode a long way. I was on this little Virago 250 named Vinny. I bought him off a friend for $1,500. He was reliable and he was slow. I rode him all over the state. He was battered but still working, a bit like me. We made sense to each other. He had an issue with his fuel feed and I never quite got it sorted, so lots of petrol stops. I was living in Sydney at the time, and sometimes I'd get on Vinny at 6 a.m. and not come home until after dark. The apartment I was in felt too empty. I met motorcycle friends and formed a community, but still, when I stopped at a stoplight, I felt kind of empty and lonely. Vinny was a good bike. He was a good road companion. He made being alone after years of living with a family bearable. I didn't realise at the time what riding was actually doing for me. That took years to notice, and I got it wrong before I got it right. After years and riding Vinny on the long roads, my life changed. It improved. Slowly. I still rode long distances, but I stopped feeling empty. I started noticing the scenery. It happened about the time that, in my head, I forgave my ex and acknowledged my role in the end of the relationship. I got less angry. I got my head back together. I met Dalma. We liked each other and we grew to love each other, with a few bumps along the ride. We bought a house. My kid was growing up. Dalma and I got married. Things improved. I didn't need to ride to escape anymore. But did I stop riding? Well, clearly I did not. But the reasons are interesting. There's an academic field of study called leisure studies. It consistently shows a pattern that applies here. We tend to take up absorbing activities because we want distance from our lives, escaping everyday hassle. Football, hiking, gardening, and yes, riding. But if we stay with them long enough, their role changes. They become stabilizing practices rather than escape routes. For me, riding stopped being about avoiding my life and started functioning as a way of living. Now when I'm on a ride, my shoulders lose their tension, my breathing slows, my jaw unclenches, my internal noise fades. I stop replaying conversation, rehearsing arguments, narrating my own failures. Riding keeps my life workable. Nothing dramatic happens. I just become easier to live inside. When this change started happening, I thought something was wrong. I asked myself, maybe I'm getting older, maybe I'm losing my passion, maybe the edge is gone. In your 50s, you really don't want to feel older or be questioning whether you're winding down. Do I have the bottle anymore? Or is this what fading looks like? But in reality, it was none of those things. It was me actually growing up as a rider. Vietnamese monk and peace activist Thich Nhat Hanh says, "There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way." Riding used to be the easy way out of situations, of moods, out of myself. It worked for a long time, but somewhere along the line, it stopped feeling like escape. Now it feels closer to maintenance. I don't ride to become someone else. I don't ride to outrun anything. I ride and things just settle. Problems don't vanish, they lose urgency. The ride isn't a break from my life anymore. It's part of how I stay in it. So when I think about that line, happiness is the way, it makes more sense than it used to. Riding didn't stop working. It stopped needing to save me. I'm 59 in the month, so it's probably time I grew up. Years ago, coming home felt like a kind of impact. Helmet off, keys on the bench, and that quiet inside the house that didn't feel peaceful, it felt loaded. I'd still be wired, still half riding, still carrying whatever I'd been trying to outrun. I used to brace for that moment, the standing in the doorway, like I'd missed my chance to feel okay. That doesn't really happen anymore. These days I roll into the driveway and nothing collapses. My shoulders drop, my breathing slows, my head feels finished. Not empty, but finished. I don't resent the coming home. I don't feel like I'm being dragged back into something smaller. I'm not crashing emotionally. I'm sorted. I'm clear-headed. The real change isn't how I leave, it's how I come back. Psychologist Michelle Elliott argues that mindfulness fails when it's framed as an escape experience, as a running away. It succeeds only when it's extended back into everyday occupation and presence. That hits home for me now. I don't ride to escape anymore. It's where I practice being present. That's quieter, but it lasts longer. The ride no longer needs to save me. It's a part of me.